Good morning, guys. Please ignore if you can see some stuff on the floor there. That's just my open luggage because I still have to pack some things this morning. But like I said, good morning. Today I am vlogging because I am heading to Mexico today to perform. So you guys know I like to do vlogs whenever I'm performing and traveling and all of that fun stuff. Almost done with my coffee, ate a really good breakfast, and now I'm gonna start to get ready. Right now it is 10 a.m. Our flight is not until later, like 4:30, but we are flying out of Tijuana. We live in San Diego, so it's a little bit more complicated. Have to cross the border, go to the airport, and then from there we'll go to Puebla. So we need to be ready to go pretty early. Luckily our flight is direct, so no connections, which means hopefully less likely to lose any luggage. The flight is only 3.5 hours, so it's really not too bad, and I was able to get us priority boarding just to ensure that there is overhead bin space for the costumes, because that's always like the biggest stressor for me. So by the time we land, or we're supposed to land 9 p.m., which isn't too bad, and then straight to the hotel, and then luckily get to bed at a decent hour. I'm also really excited because this year I do have a friend that's dancing in the festival or in the gala as well. Natalie, she is my friend that lives in Miami. She actually got there last night and she's already there today. So I will see her tomorrow. We're staying in the same hotel. All of the guest artists are staying in the same hotel, and yeah, I'm just happy to be dancing with one of my friends because sometimes that doesn't happen often as a freelance dancer, since, you know, we're kind of independent and I mostly am just dancing with Brian. But also very excited to be bringing Brian this year. If you guys have been following me for a year now, or over a year, you know I did do this performance in Mexico last year, with the same organization, and they paired me up with a different partner. I don't know if you guys remember how crazy that experience was, because that partner didn't arrive in Mexico until the night before the show, and I had one rehearsal with him for the White Swan Paw before we performed, and I had never met him in my life. First time meeting, first time dancing together, and that was crazy experience, but it did go well. Ended up doing it. That made me gain a lot of confidence in myself, because pulling that off was kind of crazy. Anyways, this year Brian is with me, which gives me a lot more peace of mind just because I've had time to rehearse. I learned a lot in my time in Mexico last year in Puebla. I learned that there really aren't that many easily accessible plant-based foods or drink. There are some really good plant-based restaurants, but like if you're just in a normal restaurant, they really don't have options, which is totally fine. But I just learned from that, so I will show you guys kind of like some staples to make sure that I'm good, because there were times where it was a really big struggle to make sure that I had food. And I even remember I did find almond milk somewhere, or oat milk, and I wanted to bring it into the restaurant just to put it into my coffee, and they wouldn't let me bring it in, which I can understand, like they don't want outside drink. But then it had me thinking, like, well, what if someone is allergic to dairy and they're not allowed to bring in like soy milk? Like, I just wonder what would happen in that situation. But anyways, it's fine. I survived. It was just a learning experience. Okay, I am finished with my makeup. I think I'm just gonna put my hair in a simple ponytail because I will be wearing a baseball hat to the airport. I'm not going to change into my outfit just yet because I'm not leaving for a couple more hours, but I am going to go to the kitchen and show you the food items that I'm bringing with me because I do need to pack them. All right, we've got a lot going on here. So first, I'm bringing some packs of instant oatmeal. This is organic and there's no sugar added. That's why I bring my sugar packs so that I can add them to that. So I am bringing a lot of those sugar packs. I'm bringing some protein bars. I have some in my bag, some Truvani ones as well. This is powdered coconut milk so that I can make my own milk, just mix it with water. So I'm bringing that powder, and then I also have some packs of powdered oat milk. They are also just individual packs so that I can make oat milk. This is going to be in the hotel room. This is going to be in my carry-on with me in case I need it. I have some containers here so that I can put the oatmeal in there in the hotel. I also have a huge pack of electrolyte packets. I love this brand. I haven't tried most of these flavors, but Puebla is really high elevation, and last time I got headaches and nosebleeds, so I'm bringing electrolytes for sure. I have some sets of forks and spoons for the hotel room, as well as some little reusable Ziploc bags. Just never know, I want to be prepared. Of course, I've got my peanut butter pretzels, and then I have this cute little mixer bottle where I can make my milks with some water. So those are the things I'm bringing just to make my life a bit easier. I also will have my water bottle with me, but yeah, that will be very helpful in the hotel room and bringing around the city and to the theater. All right, guys, here is my carry-on luggage. I think this is ready to go. It's got all my point shoes and essentials, headpiece, stage jewelry, my stage makeup, leotard tights. This is like spray rosin, spray glitter, hair gel, hairspray, all the things that might leak. I have them in a plastic bag away from my point shoes. My booties, some warm-ups. So I think this is ready to go, but then I have my other luggage. This one I still need to organize, so I need to work on that, and I need to put all of my food items in here as well. All right, I've got my big luggage all organized, ready to go, and then my little one is also ready to go. Of course, we can't forget the star of the show. Have to pack up the costumes. Brian's has been inside out drying from our rehearsal yesterday. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the tutu bag. All right, here they are, safe and sound. Now I'm just gonna close this up. All right, it's time for today's airport outfit. I've got everything right here. I'm gonna put this comfy pair of pants on and then this little pink tank top. So here's what it looks like on. I am so full. I had another bowl of tofu scramble and 2 pieces of sourdough toast. Anyways, I'm also wearing this hat that has a little point shoe on the top. This was gifted to me from a follower. And then my socks. Then I'm gonna wear my pink Hokas and then this pink jacket on top. Really cozy and comfy, and you probably see a theme whenever I travel. It's usually something like this. Anyways, gonna go meet my mom and Brian very soon. I'm about to head out. Here's my bags. I'm just waiting for the Uber so I can head to the border. Yep. Alright guys, we made it through security. I'm just sitting here with the bags and the costumes while Brian goes to find something to eat. We have quite a few hours because our flight was delayed. So we're just gonna sit and chill. I'm gonna start editing the vlog, and I'm probably gonna go get a coffee once Brian gets back, so we'll see what I find. Here's all my stuff. And there's Brian's stuff. I got an iced vanilla latte with soy milk. They didn't have oat milk, but it's actually really good. All right, guys, I got some food. It is a mushroom veggie torta with avocado, and it looks super good. What a whirlwind, but I made it to the hotel. Immediately put the tutu flat because it's been folded like a taco. I'm gonna check on the costume right now. I have all my bags here, and I'm just gonna get settled in a little bit, but let's check on the tutu first. All right, she is perfect. And then of course we have Brian's jacket. I know you guys always ask me why I have Brian's jacket with me and why he doesn't have it, and it's because I am type A and I want to have everything with me, so that's why this is with me and not with him. Set the tutu up there just so that it can air out and lay flat. Also, I did order Uber Eats as soon as I landed, so it was already in the lobby waiting for me. So let me show you what I got. First things first, I did get a bunch of water just to have here in the room. And then I got an order of veggie soup, and that came with bread. And I got an order of French fries. I'm not really that hungry. I did eat a lot of snacks on the plane, and it's really late right now. It's almost midnight. So I thought I would just have a quick meal and then head to bed. So let's taste the soup together. That is super good. And then of course you can't go wrong with some French fries. So I'm going to enjoy this, take a shower, and then go to sleep. That is the end of the travel vlog for today. We safely made it to Mexico. I'm very grateful for that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's travel vlog. Thank you so much for coming along, and I will talk to you tomorrow.